Hello. In this section of the tutorial, I'll be demonstrating the remote control operation of the Vantage 5000 pump. We'll now go into the remote control icon. When you press the remote control icon, you can see there are different options to control the pump. You can control the pump speed or the pump start-stop using various options. If you press the drop-down list, you can see various options such as 4 to 20 milliamp, 0 to 10 volt, proportional flow, and so on. And for the start-stop control, you can see 25-way D-sub, field bus plus D-sub, etc. Now, to do a remote control function, your pump should have a remote control functionality available. In this pump, we have a 25-way D-sub, which will facilitate the use of a 4 to 20 milliamp or 0 to 10 volt signal to start the pump to control the speed. You can also use the 25-way D-sub for switching on and switching off the pump through a foot switch. So to use this function, I'd go into the speed control and select 4 to 20 milliamp. And now you can see a minimum and maximum speed and also the current reference. So in this case, you can set the speed reference of 0 RPM for 4 milliamp, and you can set 400 RPM for 20 milliamp. Now, in case you'd like to reduce the effect of noise in the line, you can always change that to 5 milliamp for 0 RPM, and instead of 20 milliamp, you can probably reduce that to 19 milliamps. Now, once you have set the speed control, you can select the start-stop control as well. You can do that either through the HMI, or you can use the 25-way D-sub for the various start-stop signal. So if I select 25-way D-sub, you have various options available. You can have the pump switched on with a maintained signal, which means if you're using a foot switch and the foot switch is pressed down or in on position, the pump will keep working, and as soon as it's released, it'll switch off the pump. If you're using a non-maintained functionality, it means you just need to give a start signal and the pump will switch on and it'll keep running till it gets a stop signal. Now, once I've selected all these different various remote control functionalities, I can press the accept button, and you can see right at the top a red and green icon appears, which means the pump is currently in remote control operation. So once I've set the remote control functionality, you can see the home screen has now changed, and you can see the minimum and the maximum speed set and the various remote control reference values against those. Now, once I apply the remote control speed, you can see the flow rate is increasing, and you can control the flow rate of the pump through the value that you're providing. So at this point, I've given 8 milliamp signal, and if I increase it, the flow rate increases as well, proportional to that. So depending on which type of remote control signal you select, you get various functionalities from the pump. If there is noise in the line, there might be some voltage coming into the pump, which could give a false start. So to avoid that, make sure you set the reference value slightly higher at 1 volt or 2 volt. Now, those are the various signals that you can provide for controlling the speed of the pump, to start the pump or stop the pump. Now, if you like to control the pump with proportional dosing, which means there'd be a master pump and a slave pump, you can do so by connecting the master and slave pump using the 25-way D-sub, and you have to select the proportional dose settings in the slave pump. And once you do that, you can set the proportion to which the slave pump responds. This is the end of this tutorial. If you like more information, please watch our other tutorials. Thank you.